Hi, I'm Paul Handy. This is my motor for ECS 101, and I'm just going to talk to you about it. Uh, we built this motor to try to get it to run on battery power, but sadly, my motor doesn't work. I preferably blame the instructions. The diagrams, each diagram was different. They didn't correspond to the directions at all. The directions don't tell you how to actually set up the wires, so you kind of have to figure that out on your own, which I thought was also really annoying. But to answer some of these questions for the experiment that we have on the back, if I put the battery in the other way, I'm sure the motor would spin the opposite way, for the fact that the flow of current is going the opposite way in the direction. Or the motor might not just work because the connections are not working, being that the fields are set up differently. It's just opposite poles. If I shifted the shaft rotation, so if I moved this the opposite way, the communicator would not be hitting the brushes. Thus, it's not getting the electric current that would need to spin the actual spinning part of the motor. The other questions basically talk about making a graph. I don't think we were supposed to do that. Or it also talks about connecting a 6 or 9 volt battery to get more power to spin it more. But we also weren't given either of those, and I couldn't find one of those at the bookstore, but I also didn't look too hard. I think basically the reason why my motor didn't work was, one, the instructions were terrible. I did get it to wobble though. That was interesting. When I had the battery on, so it meant that there's some current that's going through here, but nothing of note. I would love it to spin though, because that'd be really cool. So I can make a cool video. But that's basically it. It was a fun project. I only wish it worked. My battery didn't get hot. That's it. Goodbye.